Okay, so today is actually going to be a massive giveaway. It isn't going to be a DIY. Some of you will have seen sneak peeks for DIYs that I will be doing on this channel, but I'm trying to get backup done for this channel because, well, for both channels really, but I normally start by backup, sorry. I can't talk today. I normally start when I'm doing backup, I normally start getting backup videos for my second channel, and then I try and get them for my main channel. It's just a system that generally works for me better because the next few months are going to be crazy. I'm trying to write the second book, which I'm about halfway through, so about 90,000 words through the second book of Outsider, because a lot of you got a little bit confused with the first book. You thought it was just one book, and I'm like, no, you can't leave the end like that. There's more books. I've plotted it out for 4 books. I've got the storyline written out and everything. It's probably going to change a little bit, but no, that's plotted out. You know, I know how the basic story is going to go. So I have that book to write, and I want to take considerably more time on this book, because the good thing with the first one is that I did make a lot of mistakes. You know, there were things that I kind of, now I look back and I was like, oh, why couldn't I change it? But that was the whole point of the book. It was for me to give myself a really sharp learning curve, and the second one is just going to be 100 times better. So as much as right now I'm kind of like, ugh, I don't want to read the first one, I did my best at the time. So from that point of view, I'm very happy with what I did. But I'm trying to write the second one, I'm trying to do it better. I've got a notebook the size of my head full of all these things that I need to kind of fix and tweak, and bits that I want to go over, and references I need to check, and so the second one's going to be really good. I have that, I have various other little projects that I'm trying to work on, so I'm trying to get back up, and I'm trying to do it in such a way that I don't compromise on quality. And I've been meaning to do this giveaway for a while now. There's going to be 2 of them, because this giveaway is going to be based all around my book Outsider. Now I know not everyone wants to read it, it's not everyone's genre, some people won't care, and that's fine. But some of you had started doing artwork, and I kind of wanted to indulge a little bit because it was so nice seeing you guys. You started, before this competition, a few of you were sending me pictures of what you imagined Dag to look like, or the Leshy or Astrid, and it was amazing. So I kind of wanted to indulge a little bit more and see what people's images in their head were of these characters, because it's so amazing for me to be able to see how people imagine these characters that I've created. So yeah, this one's a little bit self-indulgent, but don't worry, I will be doing a second giveaway which is nothing to do with my book or anything like that. So for those of you who don't really want to read the book, you don't want to get it, you just don't know about it, I will be doing a second giveaway just for you, and it will have exactly the same prizes in it. I've already done a video on my main channel all about this and the rules. What I'll do is all the rules are linked on my blog post, so if you want to just ignore the rest of the video and you want to know what the rules are just there, you can go and have a look on my blog post. But I'll be going over what I'll be giving you away today, and the rules. As usual, it's international. That is the one thing that I do for all of my giveaways. It's always international. I don't care where you live, unless it's in the middle of a war zone, I will send it to you, and I'll do it by recorded delivery so that, you know, it will get there reasonably quick and I won't have any problems with it getting lost. So I will do that. And these are all things that I've collected, which are things that I love and things that I use all the time. I thought I don't like giving away stuff that I've just like, oh, that'll do. I like giving stuff away that I've used and I know that I enjoy, and then hopefully someone else will enjoy. So I'm going to show you what I got you. Again, just in case anyone missed, all the rules are down on my blog post. The link to that is in the description box. Because this competition is based around my book Outsider, obviously you kind of have to read it to know what the characters are, but again, if you don't want to do that, it's okay. There's another giveaway coming up which has nothing to do with that, but the link to that is down in the description box. So yeah, I'll go over the rules quickly. It's based on my book Outsider. The rule of the competition is it's one drawing of whatever character. It can be multiple characters in one drawing if you want, but you can only submit one kind of drawing of it. It doesn't matter what size paper it is. It can be A5, it can be A1, though if you did an A1 size drawing I'd be very impressed. Yeah, so your favourite character or characters on one entry from my book Outsider. This is done through Instagram, and the reason I did it through Instagram is that currently there's no way for me to have people submitting things on my blog. Normally I do this through my blog, but there's no feature that I have on my blog for the moment for people to just submit pictures, because as you can imagine, that is very easily abused. So I'm trying to find a way that I could do that. I'm also running a few giveaways on my Twitter as well, so if you want to check that out, it's down in the description box. But what I'll be giving away, and this is the first thing, is a pencil wrap. I don't know how many of you have seen this on my Instagram, but yeah, I love this. In my pencil wrap, it carries my brushes, because I like to use brushes to blend out pencil. I do use my fingers, but my problem is that sometimes the ends of my fingers get a bit sweaty, and especially when you're working with something like pastel, it leaves kind of oil stains on the paper, and it's just when you're almost finished a paper and then you just get this thumbprint on your paper, you just, it just breaks your soul a little bit. So I like to blend with brushes, and I keep all my favourite things in this pencil wrap. Not this one, but one like it. So this is the first thing that I'll be giving away. The second thing that I'll be giving away is wax paper. It's also called tracing paper, and this one's from The Works, and it's the one I've always used. If I ever used another brand, it was years ago, and I can't even remember the name of it. I've gone through hundreds of these sheets and I nearly just poked myself in the eye, so that was intelligent. But yeah, I'll be giving away one of these. I will also be giving away the mechanical pencil that I use. I don't like pencils. I just don't like them. I really can't stand them. I don't like how you have to sharpen them, and then when you sharpen them you waste a whole ton of lead and it's just messy. It's just, I don't like them. I use graphite pencils or mechanical pencils, and this is the one that I use. And it comes with some lead anyhow, but I thought I'd get you some spare ones because I go through it very quickly and you always forget to stock up and then you realise, no, I have no more lead left. So I thought I'd get you 2 extra little tubes of the stuff. And another thing that I'm giving away is some, I can never remember the name of these, pencil blenders. There's another name for it, but I can't remember the name for it at the moment. But it's like blending with your fingers, but without the kind of oil on your fingertips problem. And it's also very good because it has very small, fine ends. Hang on, you might be able to see it better that way. So if you're trying to blend things like around the lips or little fine details in the hair or the eyes or the eyebrows, these things are fantastic. And while we're on the topic of blending, you know when you're drawing and sometimes you'll get lead or paint or pastels all the way down up your arm, apart from scuffing the drawing, it also completely filthies you. So what I like to use is I use makeup puffs, and I just pop them on this part of my hand, and then on the other hand, on these 2 fingers, I use that to hold the paper so that it doesn't get messy. So I'll be giving one of these away with it. I will also be giving away a little watercolour kit, and my one I only just put away, but it's a mess, so I'm not going to show you because I've been trying to rearrange my whole kind of workroom or art room. Every November I just get really September, November area time of year, I tend to get really depressed. And something that I found really helps me to just rearrange everything, because I feel like, not a fresh start, but I just feel like I'm in control of what's going on. So I've been rearranging everything, and just now the room's clean, it's hoovered, everything's been taken out of its drawers and relabelled, and I feel better. So sorry, I went off on a tangent there. But yeah, I'll be giving away one of these little watercolour sets, and these are incredible. You're going to love them because I've taken this on holiday with me sometimes, and you can literally fit it into your pocket. I mean, it's a lovely little thing, and the paintbrush is so cute. It like comes out and then it folds in, and it's just, I love things that kind of slot into each other, and it's all very gadgety. I love things like that. But yeah, you get one of these. You'll also be getting a calligraphy brush. I don't think I've done a tutorial where I used one of these, but I really like using them for lashes and hair. I actually think I used that on this drawing, but I don't know if you can see it very well. I have done a blog post about this on my blog, so if you want to see that, I did it about a year ago, but yeah, you can have a look at that. So I'll be giving away one of these. And oh no, sorry, I dropped something. I'll pick that up in a minute. I don't want this to end up getting to someone all battered. I have been very careful with them, but it just slipped off the chair. I'll also be giving away a pencil rubber, and yeah, it's like a rubber, but it's a pencil, so you can get really fine little details like reflections in the eye. Yeah, if you just want something small, it's really good for teeth actually when you're trying to get rid of any You want to make it look like there's highlights on the teeth or the eyes or the hair. This thing's fantastic. And then on the other end it's got a brush so that when you have those little shavings that you get when you use a rubber, you can just brush them away and you don't have to use your fingers and you don't have to risk scuffing the drawing. But one thing I love using for highlights is a white gel pen, because then that way I can just draw the eye without having to think about the highlights, and then I add the highlights with the gel pen afterwards, and it looks so lovely. I really love how it looks. And with that I'm going to be giving a burnisher and a blender, and this ties in with the last thing I'll be giving away, which is huge. I mean, then also this is a good set. Whoever gets this set, be happy, because apart from the fact it was ridiculously expensive, but it's worth every penny. It's just, I wish I'd found these pencils years ago. They are incredible. They're like pencils, but you can blend them, and you can blend them so easily. I use paintbrushes to blend these things because, like I mentioned, I prefer to use paintbrushes because you can be a lot more controlled with how you blend things. With your fingers it can be a bit easy to mess up, but I like using paintbrushes. So this ties into the last thing. It's a burnisher and a blender. I'll also be giving away some of my graphite pencils. Now when I use these graphite pencils, I like to use everything up. I don't like wasting things ever. And normally my graphite pencils, I'll use them up till about there. And then after that it gets a little bit uncomfortable to draw with them. You're kind of doing this and then your hand gets all tense and ugh. So what I use some pencil extenders, so I'm including that with the graphite pencils. And then the last thing that I'm giving away, and this is just the monster of the set, is some Faber-Castell Polychroma pencils. And these things are the bomb. They are incredible. And these are all the colours that it comes with. Now I've got, this is the 60 colour set. I think I have the 120. But as someone who has the 120, I can tell you that you will be able to do anything you want to do with this set. I got the 120 because I thought, you know, more brushes, more variety. Not really that true, because these are so, you can layer them so much that I don't actually need all those colours. So if I could go back, I'd be like, dude, save yourself some money, get the 60 set. So you'll be able to do whatever you want to do with this set. You can layer them, they're so creamy, but they're not so creamy that they'll kind of melt like a pastel. Pastel, so is it crayon? Oh, wax pastels, that's the one. Yeah, this thing is incredible. Sorry about that, something caught in my throat. Yeah, so yeah, that is the last thing that I'll be giving away in this giveaway. So yeah, all the rules, because I'm sure I'm going to forget something, so please just check the rules. It's all down in my blog post, which is linked in the description box. Oh, sorry. I don't know why, but my eyes are tearing up. You have to enter this through my Instagram because, like I mentioned before, I don't have any way that people can enter through my blog yet. I have been looking into it, but I haven't found anything yet. Now I know this is a pain in the neck because it excludes people who don't have an Instagram, but there was just no other way for me to do this. So I am looking into a way that I can do it without using Instagram and through my blog, but for the moment I haven't found it. So if you have any suggestions on any kind of kind of plugins that I can put on my blog where I would be able to do that, let me know, because I have been looking but I haven't found anything, and I don't want anything that's easy to spam, because pictures and spam, that could be very interesting, and it's the kind of thing I'd rather didn't pop up on my blog. So yeah, that is the massive giveaway. Next week, I'm not entirely sure which tutorial will be going up, but I have 3 tutorials which I'm editing currently. There's one on how I use wax paper, because I like to do all my sketches on wax paper so that way I can make all my mistakes on that, and then I can transfer the kind of final perfect product onto the paper, and it means that I don't go through tons of paper and I don't waste paper. I like using wax paper for exactly that. And I completely lost my chain of thought there. I don't know what I was saying. Something about wax paper. Oh yeah, sorry, I will be doing a tutorial on how I use wax paper and how I transfer my drawings from the wax paper onto the paper. I'm editing that. I'm also editing a tutorial on how to make one of those little DIY jars, but this one looks a bit like a Tudor house. So cute, I love it, because I broke one of my favourite jars that I'd done, so I need to redo that. But yeah, I'll be doing a tutorial on that. And then there was another one. Oh yeah, loads of you have been asking me to do tutorials on how to clean candle jars, because I reuse all my candle jars. I don't like binning stuff. If I can reuse stuff, I like to do that. And you've been asking me for months, so I'm so sorry it's taken this long. But it was one of those things that I kept meaning to do and I kept putting it off. So yeah, I've finally done it, and it's so easy. It's ridiculously easy. It's one of multiple ways that you can do it, but it's the one that I think most people would be the most comfortable doing. So yeah, 3 tutorials that I'm editing, a few more which I'm hoping to film tonight. I need to make some fairy wings, which what they're for you will see eventually. It's for an awesome collaboration, and that is all I can say about it for the moment. But yeah, this is my massive giveaway, and it is massive because just that equipment cost me around 120 quid, so you're getting a good set. So yeah, that is my giveaway. I hope you like it, and like I mentioned before, if this isn't your kind of giveaway, good grief, I can't talk today. If this isn't your kind of giveaway, I will have another one soon. Hopefully I can figure out a way to do this on my blog, because I do want people to try and earn this, because I don't want it to go to someone who isn't into art and who's really just looking for giveaway for the sake of a giveaway. I'd much rather this goes towards someone who will love it and who will use it. So these will be proper art competitions. But yeah, as soon as I can figure out a way that I can do this through my blog like I normally do, I will hopefully have the second one soon. I hope you like it. I will have some awesome new giveaways, not giveaways, new videos for you in the next few weeks, and I'll have a new video for you soon.